You know that feeling when you've basically done everything right? Like
Yeah.
you checked all the boxes, the steady career, the responsibilities, just the daily grind.
Right. To everyone else, it looks like you've got it completely together.
Exactly. Your life looks totally flawless on paper. But then, I mean, at the end of the day, there's this really quiet, nagging whisper that you're just going through the motions.
Yeah, it's a profound disconnect. You are highly productive, but internally you feel completely unmoored from this life you actually built. And that friction is exactly what we are exploring today.
Right. In this deep dive into the foundational source material of a new audio series. It's called Life Enrichment Reflections. It was created by Jose H. Caraballo, LCSW. He's a psychotherapist and the creator of the Center for Life Enrichment.
A space dedicated entirely to self-understanding and, personal growth, just living a more meaningful life.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because on the surface, someone living a highly responsible, successful life doesn't exactly look like they need a space for emotional healing, right?
They really don't.
I mean, I struggle with this a bit. If someone's grind mindset is technically working and, paying the bills, why fix what looks perfectly fine? Kind of reminds me of a house with a pristine, freshly painted exterior, but
But the foundation is quietly shifting beneath the surface.
exactly. It's subtle, but dangerous. So how did Jose's background shape this specific focus on the inside versus the outside?
Well, what's fascinating here is that these reflections, they don't just come out of clinical theory alone. I mean, they are born directly from Jose's lived experience.
Wow, so it's really personal for him.
Very personal. He spent years documenting his own professional journey in his private journals, really questioning that exact disconnect we just talked about. And before we go further, it is important to state that this audio is not a replacement for therapy, counseling, medical care, or professional support.
Right, of course. So the fundamental methodology that Jose uses to address that internal disconnect, it really boils down to 3 core words.
It does. The whole mantra is just love, inspire, heal, which sounds simple, but
Honestly, a little too simple sometimes. Like, in the self-help space, those words get thrown around so much they almost lose their meaning.
they absolutely do. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, the psychology behind it is actually incredibly intentional. See, healing requires more than just criticism or shame.
Which is what high achievers usually use to motivate themselves.
Yeah.
Just pure pressure.
Exactly. But that doesn't work for deep healing. Jose starts with love, offering yourself compassion, because it bypasses that shame. Then comes inspire, because, well, people must see that change is possible to actually believe it.
Right, you need a vision, you have to see it.
And finally, heal, because so many people out there are just striving to become whole again.
Here's where it gets really interesting. I think it is so refreshing that this approach actively removes the pressure and the shame that's so often associated with, like, self-improvement. You're not just berating yourself into better habits.
Right. You are actively creating a safe space for genuine meaning.
So what does this all mean? Ultimately, this deep dive is just meant to be a welcoming pause for you.
Yeah, a space to just think and listen before the real reflective work even begins.
Exactly. And we want to explicitly invite you to the next audio piece. That is where Jose's story will actually begin in detail, tracing the path that eventually led to the creation of the Center for Life Enrichment.
It's going to be a really powerful continuation.
It is. But for now, as you head back into the daily grind, I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. If you were to strip away all your outward signs of success and your daily productivity right now, what is that quiet voice inside of you actually asking for?